What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this damn episode of Days. I enjoyed this episode. This episode was crazy. First of all, Will and Paul, I love that new apartment that they got. The shit is nice. The apartment is crazy nice. The paint down to the paint color, I love it. The kitchen layout, the what they call it, the splash boards or whatever on the backsplash or whatever they call it. I like it. I like the apartment. Will dumbass didn't get the furniture or it wasn't delivered on time, so he called the place. They told him they wasn't gonna get no furniture for another 3 weeks. Mind you, Paul is in a wheelchair. He just got out the hospital. He can't wait no 3 weeks. They ain't got no furniture, no nothing. So Paul told Will just to hang up the phone. Like he just hung up on the people. And Paul actually had a contact. He had a connect, I guess, with this company that he did promotion for or commercial for or whatever, advertisement or whatever he did for them. Um, they got the furniture and everything all moved in within moments. He had a whole crew downstairs in the truck to bring up the new furniture and everything. Whole crew. I was like, see, that's why it's always good to have connections and contacts because you never know when you're gonna need them. So it's always good to network, of course, because you never know when those contacts may come in handy. Look at Paul. One phone call, all they shit got there in 5 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do business. Um, I feel bad for Paul. I do because the other shoe is about to drop. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the new apartment, like I said, but I couldn't really be totally happy for them knowing that they're not going to be living in that apartment together long because the truth is about to come out about him and about Will and Sonny. I feel bad because Will basically bumped into Sonny at the pub and told him like this is the last time I'm gonna say it out loud that I love you and stuff like that because he feels like he has to be there for Paul. You know what I'm saying? I understand where Will is coming from for not wanting to tell Paul right now because he feels like Paul just got out the hospital. He's been through a lot. He's gonna need a lot of physical therapy. He feels like now that Paul's hurt and in a wheelchair, he feels like he has to nurse him back to health. Now is not a good time to bail on him or let him know that he's in love with Sonny. I get that. Paul deserves to know the truth. He's about to find out because when he was at home unpacking all the stuff, he came across Will's box and he decided to unpack Will's box for him. And that's when he found Will's journal. And you already know Will probably got some stuff in there about him and Sonny, about how he's still in love with Sonny, he want to be with Sonny. So you already know. I wouldn't blame Paul if he looked in that journal. I wouldn't blame him, not one bit, if he looked in that journal. But at the same time, um, I understand where Will is coming from, like I said, but it doesn't matter when you tell Paul. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be the right time. You know what I'm saying? You just have to tell him because you could tell him whenever. It doesn't matter when you tell him. He's still going to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still going to be hurt. So it don't matter when you tell him. The hurt is going to be there. So I feel like you should tell him now. Y'all sitting here getting deeper and deeper into this relationship. Y'all living together. Y'all got this new place together. Now is the time to hell, you should have told him before y'all got that new place. You know what I'm saying? Like save y'all some time and some money. Shit. Y'all done put the rent down first and last month and security. I said shit. You better tell him now because y'all wasting some money here. I'm shit. I would have told him before that rent check cleared. I'm just saying. Wasting all my damn money on the new apartment and furnishings and shit. And you about to say, and you sit here bullshit. You better tell him the truth before y'all get way. I mean, they're already deep in this relationship, but Paul want to marry Will and stuff like that. Like, he's obviously angling for that, but you might as well just tell him the damn truth and move on with y'all life. I respect the fact that he don't want to hurt him, but like I said, it's gonna hurt no matter when you tell him. Why get deeper and deeper in it? The boy gonna be hurt no matter what. You might as well just be honest about your feelings. Um. So anyway, the scene with Sonny and Ben, I I get both sides of the argument. I do. With Ben, I understand where Ben is coming from. He feels like he sounds like a broken record. You know how you go around and you apologize a million times? You know, that damn that was you know how you keep walking around saying I'm sorry? That remind me of that Ruben Studdard song. Y'all know Ruben Studdard from American Idol, him and Clay Aiken. Remember he had that hit song 14 years ago in 2004? I'm sorry for 2004 and I ain't gonna mess up no more. That was my song. I don't give a fuck. That was my shit. Um so anyway, you know, I get where Ben coming from. He tired of apologizing. That's basically what he told Sonny. He was like, shit, I'm sick of repenting at this point. I get that. But at the same fucking time, you kill people. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you thought you killed Will. You know how many people grieved? You know how many people are still grieving the loss of their loved one? Look at Eve. Eve is still grieving the loss of her only daughter, her only child. You killed her. You know what I'm saying? You expect people to get over that? They're not going to get over that. So, as much as you're upset that people are not accepting your apology, it's not like you went around and spread gossip about people. You know, that's kind of how he making it seem like you went around town spreading gossip and lies about people. You strangled people. You killed some people. You attempted to kill a person. How you think they supposed to feel? You terrorized Abigail. How do you think people are supposed to forgive that easily? No. You can blame it on your illness and I'm not trying to make light of people with mental illness or nothing like that. But my whole thing is, you know, because I understand like when your illness, you know, people with mental health, they can't control it. They can't help it. You know what I'm saying? But they do have medications and things that can help that. You know what I'm saying? When you first feel like you're going off the rails and you still have some control over your mental health, you should have gotten help immediately when you felt your mind slipping. That's when you immediately should have got help instead of being in denial about it or letting it go on too long without treatment. You know, I don't like when people use their mental illness as a crutch for everything they do. You know, for every bad thing they do. They use it as a crutch, something they can blame it on. You shouldn't do that. So so honestly I can understand Sonny not accepting his apology or being up for forgiveness right now. I get it. I totally get it. Um because if I was in that situation and I was Sonny, I don't think I would be able to forgive somebody who strangled my loved one or people that was close to me. I don't think I could forgive that right away. Maybe not right away, but give me some time. You know what I mean? And we can talk. You know, maybe I would be willing to forgive, you know, but he can't expect forgiveness just like that. You can't expect it so instantly. You got to give people more time. I understand, you know, you get sick of apologizing and repenting, but this is a serious thing, though. You know what I mean? So it's going to take more time. It's going to take more apologies, you know, whether you want to do it or not. It is what it is. You know, you got to give people their space and their time. You know how hard it is for people to live in the same town with somebody who hurt their loved one and they have to look at you every day? That's tough. That's hard. That's not easy for nobody. Even in real life, it's not easy. You know, their loved one is dead or seriously hurt and you're walking around free and clear. That's hard for people to see. So Ben is just going to have to give it some time. Um so anyway, Hope and Rafe continue to annoy me. These people got to be the dumbest cops I ever seen. So the whole time Wyatt was sitting there telling the story about how he framed Ben, they didn't ask any real questions though. Like number one, when he was talking about buying the accelerant, he didn't even pronounce it at first right. He was stumbling because he didn't know what he was about to say. That should have told them right there that he was off. That he's not the real person. Should have told him right there. You know, he was just stumbling on everything that he was saying. I think partly the reason is because they just wanted to clear Hope's name and prove that she didn't frame Ben. Because why didn't you ask him How did he get the print? They didn't ask him those questions. When did he get it? How did he get it? How was he able to collect Ben's fingerprint? They didn't ask none of those questions, none of those hard hitting questions. Then on top of that, you just let him go? Talking about, oh, it's a misdemeanor, who cares? Are you serious? He not only framed somebody for a serious crime, he let the police commissioner take the fall for it. And you mean to tell me you're not upset about that? And then they still want to sit there and come at Ben talking about, oh, we still believe you set the fire. Hope and Rafe don't have a fucking clue. It doesn't matter what you believe. What can you prove? You've already shown that there is no proof out there that he set that fire. That means somebody else could have set that fire. They don't want to believe nobody else set that fire. They're fixated on him. Stupid asses. They need to be fired because I feel like Hope and Rafe can't be objective. If you're going to be a public servant, you have to be objective, even when it comes to a person you despise. You have to be objective. Otherwise, get the hell out of office and let somebody else take the job who can be objective. They have too many personal ties to most of the people in that town, and they can't be objective. When it comes to their family and friends, they let them go scot-free. But people they don't like, oh, you get the book thrown at you. That's that Brady privilege right there. That's what it is. Hashtag Brady privilege. That's what that is. If your last name ain't Horton or Brady, you get a slap. If your last name ain't Horton or Brady, you getting a book thrown at you. That's what's going to happen. Hortons and Brady's get slaps on the wrist, even though Wyatt isn't neither. But it's a simple fact. The only reason they let him go scot-free was because D.A. Trask obviously don't give a fuck about it. And she only wants to, put away people that she has a vendetta against. And Hope and Rafe don't care because it clears her name. That's why they don't care. Now, if it was Ben, if they proved that Ben was the one that did it, oh, trust me, they would have slapped the book on him. They would have threw the whole damn library at him. I can tell you that right now. Privilege. That's what it is. Not being objective. I think it's pretty messed up and foul. But it was funny though because when Wyatt bumped into Ben, he looked like he about shit his pants when he seen Ben. Ben yoked his ass up. Honestly, if Ben choked the shit out of him, I wouldn't blame him. If Ben choked him, I wouldn't blame him. Like, this dude lied and falsified shit just so he could get a few grand off of Claire. Claire is so pathetic. Like, you're doing all of this for a guy who don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this. And this is all for Tripp, who doesn't want nothing to do with her romantically. Like, he's all about Ciara at this point. And Tripp is getting on my fucking nerves. Honestly, Tripp is annoying me. Because Tripp acts so sanctified. He acts like he's a saint. And Ben is the devil. When in reality, he's no better than Ben. He ain't no better than Ben. No better. Look at his record when he came to this town. You know what I mean? He came there trying to get revenge on Kayla. Because he thought that she killed his mother. Then you held a scalpel to her throat and threatened to kill her. You know what I mean? Then you framed Ben for a fire he more than likely didn't commit. You're no better than this person that you're claiming is the scum of the earth. You're no better. No better. He acts like he's such a fucking saint, man. Tripp get on my nerves, honestly. And he know he's scared because he know deep down Ciara is feeling Ben in return. He know it. And that's why he's trying to hold on so tight. He doing whatever he can to hold on because he know he about to lose her. He know it. He knows she not really into him the way she's into Ben. You can sense it. And you can see it all over Ciara's face that she's more into Ben. It's all on her face. She can try to put up a poker face all she want to, but it don't work. It's all over her face. Stefan. Another pathetic person. I knew Stefan wasn't going to call the cops on Gabby. I knew it. I knew he wasn't going to call the police on Gabby. He ain't stupid. Because he know if Gabby goes down, everything she did to Abigail comes to the light. It comes to surface. Which means Abigail will dump Chad. I mean, she would divorce Stefan, leave him, and go back to Chad. He knows that. And then they'll probably end up in some damn custody battle because they all think that the baby is his instead of Chad. So they'll end up in some stupid custody battle. This is him just trying to latch on and hold some type of control and think that in the end he's gonna win. That's all this is. That's all it is. And because he secretly, well, not so secretly, but he obviously wants Gabigail to come back. That's what he waiting for. So he know that he can't risk that. He can't risk losing Abigail now. You know what I mean? Plus the baby and stuff like that. So it's also self-serving. So I knew he wasn't going to turn Gabby in. Because he loses in the end if he does. Even though he probably going to lose anyway. Um, Chad is another idiot. So he had this little stupid ass dream that Gabigail returned and stuff like that. So I already know the proposition that he gonna offer Stefan because he called Stefan. He found cell phone service and dialed Stefan's number. I already know the proposition. He wants Stefan to commit Abigail. In return, he gets the baby. He's such a jackass. I really hope Abigail does not go back to Chad. I hope not. Because if he's this stupid and he doesn't believe his own wife, it's like, why would you want to go back to him? Like, he's hell bent on having you committed. You know what I mean? Like, why? Knowing that there's nothing wrong with you right now. Like, you're totally sane right now. So why, you know what I mean? It's just dumb. Abigail is the only smart one in this whole story. She knew Gabby was trying to set her up from jump. Took her a little moment, but she found out. She knew. And she pretty much feels like that baby is really Chad's. Look at her today when she looked at the baby eyes. She noticed the baby had the same exact eyes as Chad, blue eyes. She noticed it. Now, what is the probability of that? The baby being Stefan's, but coming out with Chad's eye color. She gonna put two and two together. She's gonna put two and two together. She's been putting two and two together this whole damn storyline. She's been pretty much smarter than everybody this entire storyline. Chad is just an idiot. But anyway, this was a pretty good episode today. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode. I will see you all later. Peace.